everyone, and welcome to another week of Chargers Chat. I'm Dan Wackershauser, a marketing specialist here at Southwest Tech. Joined this week by Heather Ringberg. Heather is an online navigator at Southwest Tech. Hello, Heather.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us this week. This week we're going to talk about online education, all the resources that are available, the programs that we have available here at Southwest Tech, really a broad range of resources and classes and really exciting things we have going on here. So Heather, as an online navigator, it's kind of a unique title. What are some of your responsibilities as an online navigator here at Southwest Tech?
Yeah, the online navigator position really is the go-to person for our online students. I'm kind of as we look at it, as the bridge for our online students to the resources that they need on campus. So while our faculty and instructors are certainly the go-to people that ask course-related questions, I can be that person that can answer questions like, where do I find this resource, or I'm struggling here, what help is there available? It might even be, for prospects looking to come to campus, it might just be, what do you have to offer? What are my next steps? So kind of that point person that can really take an online student and direct them to the resources that they're looking for.
Sure, that's great. And I imagine, can you maybe explain, in the last couple of years, has your job gotten busier? Has online become more popular the last couple of years?
Yes, it has actually. Yeah. We've been seeing a steady increase in the number of online students, whether it be that they're taking one course, whether they're taking face-to-face and online courses, or if they're 100% online. So definitely every semester there's been an increase in the number of students.
That's great. And one thing we're going to do this week for everybody that's watching, we'll be able to take questions here on the Facebook Live broadcast. If you have a question about online education or a question for Heather, feel free to type in your question and we'll get to those. Like we mentioned, there are just a variety of resources available to our online students. Last year we put together a video, Heather did, for our online students here on campus. We're going to show that to you now. If you have any questions about the video or about online education, feel free to type those in the comments and we will get to those after this video.
Hello, I'm Heather Ringberg. I'm the online navigator for students at Southwest Tech. We have many resources to offer our students. Let's go inside and learn more. There's a myth that as an online student, you are simply completing coursework and that is it, that there's no people attached on the other end. Here at Southwest Tech, there are lots and lots of people and resources available to help our students. First and foremost, myself as the online navigator, I'm here to help you understand how to access your courses, how to complete the materials, how to just turn in assignments even. It can be very simple as that. So, and I'm here to answer all of your technical questions as far as it relates to coursework. We also have our student success coaches. They will help you with your registration. They will help answer any program-related questions. They're great.
And at the same time too, Kay, you can take courses both online and face-to-face. So perhaps you didn't want to be, if you're already coming to campus and you think you'd rather prefer that face-to-face classroom rather than being online 100% of the time, we can switch out some of those. So you can take any course.
Gen Ed's online, and then some of my more core curriculum classes face-to-face.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We also have fabulous instructors. The fabulous instructors are going to be the ones who are providing you the feedback in your coursework, and can also be helpful in just helping you understand the material more. Even though it's online classes, you can always ask your instructor for one-on-one time so that they can help you understand the material more clearly. We also have professional tutors that are available to our online students. These are available during the day and night, and we have the ability to video chat with our students, allowing for computer screen sharing to go on so that the tutors can see right there what you need help with, and they can walk you right through it. We also have our online library with over 150,000 ebooks. And this is a completely free service to our students as well. We have our bookstore that is available online. You can have the book shipped right to you. And as we like to say, get the right book the first time. The best advice I can give our online students is to always ask for help. The students that ask for help are successful. The ones that don't usually are the ones that fail a semester. So ask for help, use your resources. If you don't know where to start, call me, email me, ask me, I need help with this, where do I go? That's my job, is to help you get to the right resource. Another great resource we have available to our online students is the Academic Success Coaches. And these coaches will help with time management skills. They can help with study skills, note-taking skills. They can just help you in general if you're really struggling at being a student. For our online students, the Business Office and Financial Aid Office are 100% available, and they will help you answer any of your questions when it comes to financial questions about paying for college. They are phenomenal people to work with. They know the stuff inside and out, so give them a call and they will be happy to help you. A nice resource we offer is Microsoft Office, free for all of our students. You can find this on your student portal, and this will give you access to the full Microsoft Office suite. Career Services is another added bonus for our students.
Career Connections, this is Heather.
You will receive help with job searching, internship placement ideas, resume assistance, interview tips, and in general, career counseling. We have free mental health counseling for our students. If you face a loss in your life, are stressed, feeling down, or any other reason, contact the mental health counselor. These services are free and confidential. We have a disability services specialist available for students to assist them in understanding their disabilities and their rights and responsibilities relating to reasonable accommodations. In addition, the Disability Services Specialist will work with students and faculty to provide disability-related support and accommodation.
Question 5, 1 point. Schoology allows you to change these items under the drop-down arrow by your name. Choose Alt and apply.
In conclusion, as an online student, know that you are never alone, and you can always call someone here at Southwest Tech, and we will help you be a successful charger.
So, as we can see from that video, Heather, Southwest Tech has a variety of resources. I learned a lot last year from putting that video together, resources for our online students. Are there a couple things that you hear from students, from online students, that they come to you regularly with questions, or they're really surprised about things that we offer maybe?
I would say the one that surprises them and the one that they ask the most about is the academic tutors. And these are professional tutors. They can teach on every subject. And then also even our tutors do group lessons as well in group, so if there's a group of students from a general course, then they can offer a group session. So, and we even have that available for video chat, so our online students can video chat in and get the help that they need. So that's probably the biggest resource and the biggest one that surprises people. They just didn't realize that tutors could be available to them, even though, they may live in another state.
Sure.
So, yeah.
I think a good point from the video too is that I think maybe online students think that they're maybe a separate pool, but a lot of the resources available to on-campus students are the exact same resources that they have access to. I think that's a huge point.
Absolutely, yes, yep, and that is probably a big misconception, so I'm glad you mentioned that. Absolutely, all of our resources here on campus are available to our online folks. It's just a matter of whether it's through phone calls or emails or video chat or, all of those things are available.
Sure.
So.
And one thing I just thought of too, the technology just probably in the last 5 years has really improved online education and tutoring and and the
Yes.
resources that are available.
It has, absolutely. Particularly with the advancement of video conferencing available to the general public now. You know, everyone can get a Zoom account. Everyone can. There's so many different methods to communicate now.
Sure. And speaking of that, I know that there's a special project going on in the online area upstairs. There's a special studio being built, or
Yes.
some renovation going on. Can you talk about that a little bit, Heather?
Yes, so we will have a recording studio. This will be available to our instructors, so they'll be able to record lectures and certainly also just record different videos that they want their students to view. And then it'll also be open to our students as well. So students can use it as a place to record videos for their class work, or it may even be where, you know, again, if we've got a course where you've got face-to-face students and you've got some online students, those that space can actually be used as a video conferencing option as well. So, you know, the students, if they're working in a group, the face-to-face students can be in our recording studio, and then the online ones can be able to video chat in with them.
And it seems like another tangible way that online education is kind of morphing into just a regular part of higher ed, right?
You bet it is.
It's just the way things are these days.
Yes, it is. Yep.
That's great. And another thing I noticed, I have friends who take online higher education classes. They don't have to quit their job. They don't have to go down to part-time. They can take classes as they go along. Can you talk about that a little bit? It's kind of
Yes.
at their own schedule, so to speak.
Right. So online learning, particularly here at Southwest Tech, it is at your own pace in the sense that you can complete the work when it fits into your schedule, but there are still deadlines and still due dates. However, though, the learning management system that everything is housed in has a very clear calendar, and so you can look at your month view of your calendar of all your courses, and you can really map your days out. So for us, most of our online courses have Sunday as the due date, so then you can know, like, okay, I've got to get this done by Sunday. So then you map the rest of your week out. But certainly, you know, if that's, you know, at 8 o'clock at night after all the kids go to bed, or if it's after you get off your second shift, you know, it's whenever fits into your schedule. And most of the online course material involves reading, listening to videos. It's, you know, it's not like you're spending a ton of time reading a textbook and poring over that text. There's so many different modalities of information being presented to you that you can absorb that information much quicker than a classroom setting where you're just sitting and listening and reading, and that's all that you are. So.
And can you talk a little bit about, I think another misconception is, obviously we're at a two-year technical college. People might not think online education, they don't offer online education at a technical college.
Yeah.
You know, what kind of online programs or what kind of degrees can people earn here at Southwest Tech, Heather?
Yeah, so we have two of the most up-and-coming programs that we offer fully online is the Health Information Technology program, and also Cancer Information Management. Those are our two biggest and upcoming industry, like across the United States. And then we also offer early childhood education online, business management, accounting. Some of those individuals, or some people just don't realize we actually offer those three online. And then also supply chain management and leadership development are all 100% online. Leadership development is unique, and so is supply chain management, in that they're 4-week classes, so they move very, very quickly. And the supply chain management has certificates built into it as well. So if you complete a semester and you've taken the right set of courses, you can get a certificate for that, and then like a logistics certificate, and then you can move on to a planning certificate. So at any point, you are earning something for what you've completed. And if you know how life happens, right? So sometimes you get a semester in and then you're like, well, man, that was, okay, I can't do that right now. At least you got that certificate. And so then you build upon that and say maybe it's 3 years from now, you finally get that associate degree in supply chain management, but you've done it. So, and leadership development, there are a few certificates in there as well. That's kind of laid out differently, but both of those programs are 4-week courses that you can take. There's no limit on how many courses you can take either. So, if it's 1 4-week course at a time, great. Obviously, you're going to get through the course or get through the program and graduate faster if you take more. But, if you want to get started and that's all you've got time for, one course every 4 weeks, go for it.
Sure. And also, speaking of the 4-week courses, we have 4-week and 8-week courses.
Yes.
So there's always ongoing classes that you can take. How does that work, Heather?
Yes, so we actually have a set of courses that are going to be starting here March 18th.
Okay.
People can still register for those. They're on our website. It's swtc.edu/now.
Okay.
And there are business-related courses, leadership development-related courses, and there's also some general ed courses on that list. So we've got, all of them are starting March 18th. However, though, they are then starting in April on the next 4-week cycle. So,
That's great.
yes. Yeah, it is. And what's really unique about these courses, you don't have to sign up for a program. You don't have to apply. You can just click, register, and start that course.
Sure.
So.
And the last couple of days, I've seen things from people who say, I was nervous to go back to school. I was nervous to start, but I wish I would have done it sooner. Do you hear
Yes.
that? And what would you say
yeah.
to people, maybe non-traditional students who are scared to take that class or take that online class and get back into education?
Well, I think the biggest thing is understanding what an online course actually looks like. So I was thinking about this in preparing for the interview today. It's really like a file folder on your computer, right? So you need to find a document, you go to your file folder, and then you go to a subfolder, and you go to a subfolder, and everything is there.
Sure.
So that's how our courses are laid out. When you go into your course, there are 3 folders, one with resources, one with the course syllabus and the instructor contact information, and one with the coursework folder. That coursework then is broken into weeks for you. So then you would click on week 1 folder, and right there, you've got a page of instructions, you've got your reading materials, you've got your assignments, your discussion boards, and your quizzes. Start at the top, work your way down. Once you've completed all those activities, go to the next folder. And so it's very, so it's very easy to manage in that sense and to navigate that way. So yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Good. Do you see, as far as students who take online classes, are they non-traditional students, or are they more high school students who are more maybe comfortable with the online environment?
That's a very good question. We actually have all ages taking our online courses, and I would say that all ages struggle the same with our online courses.
Sure.
Most of it comes down to knowing how to go from one folder to the next, or going from one assignment to the next assignment. In an online course, you're going to have several tabs open in your browser. You're going to be switching over here. So, and really, the younger generation, they're very used to mobile.
Right.
And so going to a PC to try to do some of your work is very much a challenge. But it's no different than our other students who face that challenge as well. It really becomes a matter of learning what's going to work for you, and kind of getting your method down for how you're going to access those different folders within that course.
Sure. And kind of as we wrap up here, Heather, where do you see, I guess, online education in the next 5 years? Technology changes so often. I mean, where do you see the platform in the next 5 years?
Well, I would say definitely for Southwest Tech, we're going to have more courses online.
Sure.
And more offerings, just different degrees, very much. And then I also just think that you're going to see online learning be more community involved. So in other words, you're taking a course with 30 other people in your course, and for the most part right now, you may or may not know those people, but I see it changing to where it's going to be an everyday occurrence where you sit down with all 30 people and you have a discussion.
Yeah.
It's going to become very more personable in the online learning world, and more fluid, I guess, if you want to say, and just more interaction.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Oh, I think so too, especially because we don't even know what technology is coming out.
Right.
So, but it's all, like, technology in general is really pointing more to this connectivity. So I think we'll see more of that happening.
Sure. Anything else you want to let people know about? Anything maybe what's the first step if somebody's interested? They see this and they're like, you know what? Maybe I'll give it a shot. What's the
Yeah.
first thing they should do, Heather?
The first thing they should do, I would say, is apply. So if you go to our website, there's a tab, and if you go to this specific website that's listed here, there's a tab that says admissions,
Okay.
and we take all the guesswork out. So just hit apply, follow the steps, and those are the steps. But then if you want to just get started, March 18th,
Sure.
click on the swtc.edu/now. And get started. We have a online orientation course that will walk people through how to take an online course, so that would also be available to you once you start a course. And we do, if you go to our website, the online, we also have a preview course, so people can even get a feel for this before they
That's
push
great.
now.
That's great.
Yeah.
Plus, as we noted, there are dozens of resources available
Oh,
if you get in
yeah.
there and you have
Yes.
questions or people to help. Our number one priority here is student success. So if you have questions, let us know. So thank you, Heather.
Yes,
We
thanks
really
for having
appreciate
me.
it. Yeah. Next week, our guest will be Christina Hill. She is our newest state student ambassador here at Southwest Tech. She is from Boscobel, and she is in our culinary program. So we're excited about that. So join us next week right here on Chargers Chat, and we will see you next week. Thank you very much.